Manila Press presents The Long, Long Afternoon, written by Inga Vesper and read by Adam Barr, Janina Edwards, and Mikhaila Aaseng. This is a work of fiction. Names, places, events, and incidents are either the products of the author's imagination or used fictitiously. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, or actual events is purely coincidental. Any derogatory language and views presented within this novel are reflections of a specific period in time and are those of fictional characters, not the author's own. Chapter 1. Joyce. Yesterday, I kissed my husband for the last time. Of course, he does not know this. Not yet. In fact, I have a hard time believing it myself. But when I woke up this morning, I knew that it was true. I am standing on the terrace, trying to discern my future. Right now, it seems to consist entirely of the morning air. Cool and still, but with the promise of heat. This is as far as my future can be told. For the next 5 minutes, I shall stand out here and drink my coffee and admire the colors of the garden in the first light of the day. Oh, how many colors there are. The May-green lawn, the patio salmon tiles, the white wall that surrounds the house, the crimson geraniums in their terracotta pot, the sky, hazy at the fringes, as my head is fogged with fatigue. The pool's blue is so deep and vivid, I want to fall in and go under, and dissolve like aspirin. I wish to paint this moment, to fix it on paper before it slips away. But I gave away my materials long ago. Instead, I clasp my hands around the coffee mug and imprint the scene on my memory. A morning like this will never come again. The geraniums need water, but they will have to be patient. Ruby won't arrive until the afternoon, and I am on the last day of my period. Frank does not like it when I water the flowers during menstruation. The female miasma will make them wilt, he says. Best let the help do it. I agree with him, of course. I never point out that he also says Negroes have no talent for raising anything, which is why they don't have window boxes and their babies often die. These are dark thoughts. They engulf the universe of my brain and swallow up the light. A meloril would snuff them out, but I don't think I'll need it. Not yet. There's hope in the morning hours, just as there's desperation in the afternoon, which stretches like gum and yet contracts into nothing once it is filled with laundry and dusting and dinner and the children running around, always at risk of falling into the pool. Where will I be tomorrow morning? My heart begins to pound in my ears. For the first time in my life, I do not know. And for the first time in many years, I long for the afternoon. I want to paint. I could pick up some supplies at the mall today after I see the doctor. It would give me something to do while the children are down for their nap. Something to bridge the gummy hours when the minutes crawl past like slugs. Afternoon, when the heat wilts the geraniums and my mind crumbles into dust. My stomach thrums with half-remembered pains. The menstruation, of course, but something else as well. Dark thoughts. Galaxies of blood. How far does my female miasma reach? I imagine it as a halo, framing me like a saint. But my halo is dark red, not light. And I am not a saint, but a sinner. Gently, I set my coffee down on one of the pool chairs and pick up the watering can. The touch of the metal makes my palms tingle. My first revolution of the day. There's a little water left at the bottom. I sneak up to the flowers, one arm extended. But then a bawl from inside the house catches me out, followed by lazy, half-interested crying. Lily is awake. I freeze. I should head up and see to my daughter. My whole body yearns to stifle her wailing with a hug. But Frank showed me a clipping from the paper, where Professor Summers said that instant response may spoil the child. And something in me heartily agrees. I want a moment longer with the pool. I want to care for the geraniums before I care for my child. Does that make me a bad mother? Does it make me worse than I already am? I ignore the crying, pour a sad trickle of water onto the flowers, and
Sample complete. Ready to continue?